Okay. Right. Okay. Hello, everyone. I didn't realize that I had changed my mic. I am going great. I speak my truth. And you? Hello, Annalie. And Jolly. And Sheila. Hello. So, love reading. Hello, Kaya. How are you? I got it to work. So now we have a dummy battery for the camera. If it ever says it's incompatible and it shuts off, that's to do with the dummy camera. Dummy battery. I can't do much about it, unfortunately. There's no like particular model for my camera, so we'll have to see. So love reading for a couple of months for Annalie is that you need to realize where you're spending your emotions. Like, you're throwing out your emotions and you're really not like saving and investing in like bright people. Yeah, you know, like if you're throwing out all the emotions, obviously you're never gonna hit anything. So save up your emotions and put them into people that actually generally want to invest in you. Okay. Leo says general love reading. If you guys are not busy tonight, can you just please stay on for a couple of hours? It just means that it helps me a lot more. So, general love reading. King of Cups. You need to realize that you are a very emotional person. And you need to realize that when it comes to love, emotions are not always the truth. So therefore, if you're quick to react to people that you perceive are giving you emotional hurt, you'll actually drive people away instead of being very understanding that not everyone thinks for their emotions. Speak My Truth says spirit guide message for you. King of Wands. Ooh, someone's coming into your life, Speak My Truth. Unless you're masculine, if this is masculine, then you're King of Wands. The Hangman in reverse means you're actually fighting where you're supposed to be going in life, and like the universe is like pushing you to go a certain way, and you're resisting that. And usually what happens is we should not resist where the universe is trying to take us, because it's usually taking us to somewhere better. We just don't trust it enough for it to like let us like get to the place that we need to go. Okay? Sheila says, when will Zane contact me? Okay, the moon and the fool. So this person might have a lot of social obligations that they're under, that's kind of keeping them stressed. So at the moment, the cards are telling me that you need to just relax and let go, you know? So I would definitely say that's an important thing. Okay, so let us go back up, because then I will, you guys won't know who I am on. Okay, so Danica says, hello Cassandra, how are you? I'm going great. Is P feeling like we're more than friends? Ooh, that's an interesting one. King of Wands, this person might just be naturally outgoing, and so therefore they tend to be flirty and playful, but they tend to just be like that. You might be going to the wrong conclusion. This person might just be naturally this way. So, yeah. If you really want this person to come towards you, you've got to rethink how to approach them. Because they're just naturally, like, extroverted. They'll flirt with anything that's moving. Just because they know that flirting makes people happy, so... Aditi says, love reading for the coming months. Right now, single. Okay, your heart is healing. You should realize that it's going to take time. This is a process, not like a destination or a journey. And that you probably need to be very nice to yourself and realize that this love is not a game. Love is like an endeavor. And so therefore you just need to realize that at the moment it's probably better not to play, just so you can deal with a lot of your baggage and a lot of things that you're hung up on. So when you go back in, you're very, very confident and competent in dealing with the way that you've dealt with things, okay? DD says, hi, I hope I'm good. I'm good. I feel like I did nothing today. It felt like the worst day for me to do anything. I've been a slob normally. There's a lot of them. So, let's quickly go through this. I don't think we needed this. Will I graduate in 2022? There's a lot of stuff right here that I can honestly tell you that you're very high anxiety and your level of stress is very, very high. I think most of the time you're thinking about the future, you're not thinking about the present, which I would honestly tell you to stop worrying about it. Stop being so fearful of like other people. Like, it's good to actually go to university, because people that graduate, if you become friends with them, it's easier then to get a job in the future. There might be a bit that you need to deal with how directful you are or how non-tactful you are. Also, the moon in reverse, and you need to deal with some of the issues that you normally take on as part of like being a family unit. I think this is more from family, and realize to let whatever your family says go. So you shouldn't worry about that. So I don't think that there is any problem in general that you're going to graduate. It's not in the cards that you're not. It's just trying to tell you like things that you need to do right now to make it easier for you to graduate and get a good job, you know? Mahini says, AJ's next actions towards me. Yay! Danica passed her driving license test. Woo! I'm very happy for you, Danica. Okay, so quickly, I need to do this. Next actions towards healing a heart again. So Mahini, this person is trying to heal their heart for you. So don't worry if they're a little bit acerbic or a little bit more like sometimes she'll say something that doesn't need to be a reactionary, but they'll react a little bit. So it's like one of those things that you just have to realize that they're healing their heart for you, and just sometimes give them a little bit of a saving grace, you know? She-Girl says, do you see my person messaging me back by the end of the weekend? Ooh, this is interesting. There seems to be like 2 people that are interested in you, Chi. One of them might not do, but I think it's just like a power move. They might like message you back next week, but there's one that's really like crushing on you. So one of them will reach out, but the other one won't, unfortunately. I love your voice. It's just your accent. I don't know what the accent is now. It's just like a mess of things. Is Unka still love me or he moved on? He's not putting work in this. He has moved on, Vidya. Yeah, it's unfair, but this person has like stopped putting in work, okay? So just accept that. Ramanda says, array next actions towards me. You're very welcome, Mahini. Oh, this person finds you very cute and very attractive. You might be slightly naive in some things that they would like to teach you a little bit more on, but they find you very cute and they love like looking after you and just doing nice things for you. But yeah, you're kind of giving the cute vibe. Yeah, so the little tiny kitty cat. Annalie says, going to meet Sai. May I know his personality? How will be my meeting? If anybody does like 2 questions, can you please wait an hour for your third? Just so I can get through everybody's tonight. I know they're free, but it's just like I would like to get to as many people as possible. So, personality. He is actually kind of an interesting person. He might like understanding a lot more about people, so he'll ask you questions, not to see like what your answer is, but how you respond to things. So he's like testing how you deal with things. Like he'll ask you some really weird questions and you'll be like, well, why are you asking me this? And it's just to see like who he's dealing with, how you think. Spirit guide message says, I speak my truth. Queen of Cups. Okay, so you might need a level of self-care. Realize that it's okay to be a little bit more withdrawn, but I think in general, there's kind of 2 bouts of energy here. You know? Speak my truth, where like you might feel like you withdraw, and then the next thing you're like out, you're playing, you're having a great time. There's no such thing as like there being an absence of personality. You can't just be like one or another, you're both. And honestly, I would say to yourself, like, stop putting yourself in large bouts of anxiety and maybe possibly depression, just because you are not really looking after your health and you're probably not looking after your level of exercise. And I would say in general, like, you need to be outside more and you need to be more active, just so you can combat like how you're feeling right now. If you're not feeling depressed, that doesn't mean that I'm saying that you might be depressed in the future. It's just like that level of energy is kind of weighing you down a little bit. Kaya says, what does Jay love and decide about Kaya? No, I think these are 2 positives actually. Probably dislikes the whole idea that you like the weirdest messages coming through. You don't like sharing your toys. You tend to be very overly possessive of like belongings and your stuff, and you don't like sharing. Hello, Sandad. How's everybody? But he finds you cute and adorable, so maybe it's just play fighting. It's like, no, you can't have my stuff's mine. Oh my god! That obviously was Ariel's, but I'm sure there was a rogue card somewhere. I don't think so. Or it's just like disappeared for the rest of the session, you know? Like sometimes the cats go disappearing for a whole entire reading. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So I want to know if I get another appeal that's fair for my housing. The cards are telling me that you're probably being a little bit too obsessive about this and you're not looking for alternative things around you that can help. So you're not looking for alternative means of housing or figuring out another generating options. That's what I would say. Also, this in reverse means choose money over love. So it could be just like realizing that you might need to put in extra like money at the moment instead of like just sitting there going, I can't do enough. You need to probably put in the money as well. So it's like saying that it probably is time that like you might need to generate more options. So I don't think so for the appeal. Unfortunately, I would say the cards are saying no just based on the messages they're giving you. Energy says any potential relationships coming his detailed zodiac. It's very hard for me to understand zodiac signs. I haven't memorized the cards enough to tell you off the top of my head what zodiac signs are attached to cards. Like, I could probably tell you, like, it's an earth or water sign based on, like, what's in the message. Knight of Pentacles. This person is very hardworking. Okay, there's a lot more that come out. There's two, apparently. King of Wands and King of Swords. So, firstly, this seems interesting. This might be an ex of yours just based on who he is. Well, apparently there's three. Jesus Christ. What have you done? Have you just opened Tinder for the first time or something? Because, like, there's three of them. You'll be batting them left, right, and center. Jesus Christ. Oh, my lord. It's like I'm here. Ready, bed. Hallelujah. So King of Pentacles, King of Swords, and King of Wands. Okay, so Wands reverse probably will be kind of slightly more needy. King of Swords will be very sadistic and kind of cruel and rude and mean, and that's probably why I would say he's an ex. And King of Pentacles, this is like in reverse. King of Pentacles, he'll generally want to invest in you. Like, Pentacles tend to see people as like worthwhile investments. They're like always thinking about monetary things. So they tend to like think, okay, is this person worthy of investment or no? Tower in reverse, so you get to build back a relationship. Know that like the extra feelings coming in, you can always just grow and like look at these things and grow them until you decide your choice. But yeah, you've got three of them coming in. What are you talking about? Like, one potential relationship? What? Pretty says, how does Hassan reconcile with me leaving third party anytime soon? Oh, this is King of Cups, but it seems like this person's thinking about like themselves, not anybody else, because there's no other cards coming out. So this person is extremely selfish, to the point that it doesn't really matter. He's probably even told the third party, like, about you, and he's, like, spinning the same stories between you and this third party that he tells you. So therefore, he's completely safe. It makes me mad looking at his smug little face, but yeah, he's safe. He's not gonna leave because you guys are still getting fed the same lies, which is frustrating. Honestly, I would be like, hey, yeah, he's not moving anytime soon. Serge says, hi, general reading please for the next 24 hours. Thank you. We've got a lot of this today. Queen of Cups. Realize you're not alone and that other people are here to help you and look after you. So even if you're having a hard time, for 24 hours, go and seek friends and seek support because they want to cheer you up. They want to make you happy. So if you're feeling like slightly more like withdrawn, go and see like people because they're definitely wanting to help you and make you happy, okay? Make you smile, okay? Any good live news coming? A life guided angel healing. Oh. I was wondering if I need any angel healing. I don't think so. I feel like I'm pretty blessed, honestly. Okay, so any good news coming? Well, it's kind of interesting because there's a lot of stuff that happened in your past that is affecting you currently, but that doesn't mean that it's going to affect you in the future because there's this thing. So I would honestly say let go of like a relationship that's holding you back that is honestly not helping. It's either this party can work on it or just don't put the investment in. It's also that you're close to burning out or you're in the major throes of just being too tired. Honestly, look after yourself before anybody else. Kind of distance yourself from negativity that was in your past. Also, new options coming in for you that there wasn't. So, honestly, like, let go of whatever's holding you back. Take time to relax and then see the options that are coming in because there's a lot more options coming in that weren't available before. So honestly, I would say that's pretty good news. Yeah. Tulip says, hi, what does the Scorpio want out of our connection? Hello, Butterfly. Oh, he's in the stage of chasing. Let him chase. Tulip. That means that this person's interested, but they still don't know how deeply, and you gotta give them a little bit of a chase before they actually get you. Pretty says, does Hassan still love me? I don't feel so. Like, this is King of Cups and Justice. This doesn't feel like this is love. This person might feel like what you did was, they don't want to, like, think about, like, what you've done. So they'll still, like, treat you like, hey, what are you doing? So I don't feel like this person loves you at all. DT general love reading. If you have asked me 2 questions at the start, can you wait another hour after this question? Just so I can get to everybody tonight. General reading. Well, life is good. You are obviously very, very happy with whatever's on your plate. The universe is telling me that you need to be a little less detail orientated and see the big picture. So it might be time to realize like how good you have it compared to other people. When we only have ourselves in this equation, or we're looking at friends are very hard because most of the time we hang out with the same people in the same social group, in the same earning bracket. So sometimes when we realize, we don't realize like how lucky we've got it compared to some. Okay, so Sharika says, will I be my desired future husband by March 2022? Oh my lord. It's always kind of funny where people like like rush into a love relationship. It says no, you'll probably get very annoying to people around you that you might think are interested, but no, you won't get your future husband by March 2022. Just relax. Take your time. Danica says, will I be in a love relationship this year with someone? Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Danica, this is you. So honestly, I don't see any other like love cards here, and I might have to tell you why. Like, you're always like anticipating like something going wrong in a romantic relationship, which you need to address, because if you're honestly waiting for like them to leave or you to leave, there's something wrong with like the way that you deal with relationships, whether or not that's true, that feels true to you. It just feels like you're always like on that edge, like, are they leaving, are they staying? And there's this bit that you're saving up emotions and you tend to not spend willingly on the people that come in. So it could be that you seem to be so cold to people, and you tend to always think very logically about relationships, and you don't show the people that you care about the people as much. So honestly, I would say it not at the moment, but that doesn't mean that you can't just like take this, think about this, and then change this. As soon as we change like the little tiny things, it's a snowball. It's a snowball effect. It just rolls on and it rolls on and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until we actually understand a lot more about, most of the time, don't worry about love, don't worry about money. Because the more that we like concentrate on love or we concentrate on money, we tend to push it away, because then we start really panicking about it. If we start really working on how we are being perceived and how we show ourselves up every single day, most of the time this has a knock-on effect, and the more that we knock on, then we tend to attract the things that we want. It's not just like cards, this is science as well. So, who will I end up marrying and what's his details? Oh my lord. When is his details? When is his details? Do you want to tell us, like, I'll be like, that's this street by this time. Knight of Pentacles. This person's a hard worker. You might be a little bit... Ooh, that's an interesting thing there. Okay, okay. This person works hard. They might not be able to think about approaching you though, because they don't seem to be very good with women, and you tend to be very blunt or kind of slightly like no, this person's not my type. King of Cups in reverse, this person will be very highly emotional and might actually be more emotional than you expect them to be. And they'll expect you to be loving and kind and caring and everything. There is the thing that over flirtation is involved, but I think that's from their side. So they're definitely trying to get your attention, and they'll work hard. But it seems like you're just a little bit more like blunt. So you need to realize that this person's trying it hard. So I'm very sure what'll actually happen is that you'll bump into this person. And they might be a little bit more socially awkward. I know that Cups are very emotional, but sometimes they communicate in emotions, but they're not very good at explaining themselves. They could be even slightly more not very good around people. but he works hard. I think that it would be like something like science or mathematics that he does. And he's generally like really, really lovely, but you're also like a very practical person, and you like money and you like doing your own thing. So yeah. Gisela says, hi, Cassandra, what's coming towards me? Okay, define, please. That's three of swords. That's heartbreak. You cannot read that without, like, anything else being involved. Yeah, it seems like heartbreak. It won't tell me, like, why. Oh, okay. It gave you High Priestess. It might be that you are in the process of manifestation. So the cards are like, okay, you might have a heartbreak of some kind. It doesn't mean love. It could be just like something that you didn't get. And they're like, you've got a higher manifestation power coming in for you. So you could just sit there and go, okay, that didn't work out. I want this. And you just like have to like roll with the punches and go, hey, if this is not happening, I want $5 million, you know? And just like honestly just sit there and go, hey, universe, like you did give me what I wanted. I want this now, you know? And just manifest it into being. Because it's like one of those things where it might not, like sometimes I think like when I ask for something and I haven't received it, it's because it wasn't meant for me. There was just like that bit where, hey, this thing over here is meant for you, not this thing, this thing. We're just like hurting you over here. Yeah? Hello, what will happen to me and my person's connection over the next few months? The moon. This person actually generally loves you. Like, likes you. Is very, like, interested and won't care what other people or them say about it. There might be a little bit of a struggle, though. And this is, like, where this won't win. So it could be that there's just like too many roadblocks for you guys, or you just haven't got to the point that you can resolve some things yet. Or there's just a fight that you have to let go of. So sometimes you just have to realize that some things are not meant to be. That doesn't mean that it might be relationship over, but you just have to accept that that's always going to be the case, yeah? Butterfly says, will I get married to A soon? You need to, like, stop trying to control this. Honestly, the thing is that when we have an expectation on the other person, it makes them more likely to not do what we want. So just let it go. And yeah, I think so. Because it's not like no, it just says let go of control. You know? So I would say that it's probably yes, but don't let them know. And don't kind of sit there and go, I need to be, you know? Just sit there and go, okay, I know it's going to happen. I just want to know his current feelings towards me. His name's initial is R, says Rachel. So the Wheel of Fortune in reverse means that this person's, like, planning it out. So they're kind of, like, thinking about, like, how he's going to approach you or what he's going to do. Like, this person might be, like, a very highly analytical person. So they're not actually thinking about, like, what's the next step. They're just thinking about more than one step, you know? Danielle says, what are my ex-boyfriend's Jason's current thoughts about me in this Valentine's Day, please? I'm Virgo and he's a Libra. Well, he was thinking about you, but he's also thinking that other people were right about you. Yeah, so maybe he was actually out with friends as well on Valentine's Day. So it might be single. But yeah, he was definitely thinking about you, but at the same time, he's also like, yeah, some people were right about you. Will I meet my desired future husband by March 22? Sarika, didn't you ask that already? Yeah, so therefore I don't need to do it again. Because I already, like, answered it. Oh my lord. What can I expect in the next 4 days? A Page of Swords. Ooh, and Judgment. Okay. Oh, how do I explain this? I think that's something that you're kind of like lying to yourself about, Sumbla. That's like going to happen to be like end up you being judged for. Which means like how would I explain it? It's like maybe you've left something on your credit card that you need to pay off, and if you don't pay off, then you get a bill. It could be like something that you just like want to not think about. And if you don't think about it, well, you know, it does happen. So I definitely see it there and go, is there like things that you need to cancel? Is there things that I need to pay? Is there credit card bills that are coming in? Just think about like how you are normally like not thinking about it because you don't want to think about it, you know? Poetic says, can I get a general, please? Knight of Wands, you are so close to what you want. You just need to rethink the goalpost and get it. Also, the whole idea is stop getting distracted. Stop getting distracted. I don't care that you're on YouTube, but after this, go, yes, I will do it! Get up and go, yes! And go out and do what you need to do, because you're getting distracted. No more distractions for you. No more YouTube. You need to get that done. Okay, says, where will I meet my future spouse? Continues. Oh my lord. There's a lot there. Okay. Ace of Wands. I'm thinking, like, the weirdest thing is I'm thinking a marathon with this. Like a race of some kind? That's funny. King of Cups also. Interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like a race day or a marathon day. I don't know why, like, the whole idea of maybe you're in the race and you don't completely finish. I don't know. It's like, I feel like this is like a race day or a marathon. This person works very hard. It's also interesting, Ace of Swords versus King of Cups. Ooh. It's maybe like you kind of say, no, I don't want to take your number. That might be it. Like you're like, no, I don't want your number. But the whole idea is like he'll win you over with puppy dog eyes. He will look at you and just like, or she. No, I feel like with King of Cups in reverse, you're talking about him. But anyway, if you are masculine, then obviously King of Cups in reverse would be you. But yeah, I feel like this person's going to come up and like, you're like, no, I'm not going to take, like, I'm not going to accept your number. And then he's just like going to be like winning you over. So I think it's cute, But I don't know why. I feel like you'll meet him at like a marathon or a race, and you'll be running as well, so you won't win. Or you'll just sit there and go, I'm only doing like the 5k and they do the 10k. But so Anjali, after this, can you take an hour, please? Satish, attentions towards me, Knight of Swords and Page of Wands. This person feels like they tend to promise the world and then they don't deliver it. So honestly, they don't have a direction or like a way of like moving. So their energy is just directionless. They are just like completely off the wagon, and they're just like, they're gone. So I feel like this person might like sit there and go, you're amazing, wonderful, but they never get anything done. They're never going to get anything done if they don't put in the kind of direction that they need to go and then stick to it. It's just like aimless energy. Hi, can I know what's coming to me and JF? Okay, King of Pentacles in reverse. It seems like this person might have changed their mind about like looking after you, Clara. Because this seems like 10 of Pentacles, and then your 8 of, what is it, Wands, I feel? Let me double check that. But I know these cards off by heart, but the whole idea is sometimes I forget which ones they're from. So let me double check for you today. So this is not Cups. I'm very sure this is the Wands. Give me a second. No. Okay, is it bloody Swords then? No. Pentacles. That would make sense. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so it just feels like there's a lot of unsatisfaction with your life. There's also that it's like people not taking care of you anymore. So it might be that this person's just moved on, you know? So it just feels like this person's just not going to look after you anymore in some ways. So if that happens, just like leave, you know? Flam says, may I ask what A thought think when I reached back out in December? This person might have been in a transition stage, or that you actually calling them actually prompted a transition. So it might have been that they had not resolved some things, and then because you dealt with that, then that it's resolved, and they've now gone through that transition stage. So they are actually feeling quite grateful that you did, because they could actually like finish up what they needed to finish up with you. Still Life says, what are Frenchie's feelings about me? Okay, so the whole idea is this person is like very present. Oh, they're feeling very positive about you. Queen of Wands in reverse. So you might actually have like a bit that you Still Life. So if you are feminine, you might be like putting too much pressure on this person to be like everything. Like you have a high amount of batteries as Queen of Wands, or you have to let this person spend more time with their friends. But yeah, life is good. This person's very, very happy. Judgment, they might have a little bit of a problem with, like, let's say your socks being on the floor or something, that like little tiny things. But in general, they find, like, the connection between you guys very good. Yeah, you know? Like, they are thinking that everything in life came together when you're around, so... Sarah says, hi, general reading, please. Life is good. Also, there is a King of Pentacles coming in, so it might be that this person actually helps you a lot more. And also, maybe a dinner date. You know? Alimia says, should I move to Nora or Lee Duke apartment? I'm scared. Hello, nobody. Honestly, you are going in a direction. I think any direction you take is going to be better than none. And the start, you're supposed to grow this connection. It might be just to, like, grow, like, whatever's coming out of it. So by the time you move, you're ready for the move. So they sit there and go, it doesn't really matter. Any move is going to be better than none, you know? Pomina says, a divine message. Okay. Thank you for the like. Okay, so let go of control. Let the universe give you what it thinks you need. Okay? So sometimes you're busy controlling your life and you need to let go of it, the control. Because as I usually say, control's illusion. Like, we tend to hold on to things that aren't meant to be just because we think that it's easier. Okay, career guidance and thanks. Okay, so the tower in reverse means that you can build something up that was not feasible before. So it might be that you need to resolve some conflict at work. You also have to realize that you are really not thinking outside the box here. And that's actually hurting you. You need to see all the possibilities before you take one, which you haven't. You actually have, like, even though you've asked me career guidance, you have just chosen the direction that you want to go and you're sticking with that. And I would highly suggest to think outside the box that you're currently in, because without that, you're going to be in a lot more trouble. In general. But the tower in reverse maybe be a business contact that you haven't talked in a long time, or an ex-colleague that can help you, like, transition and move on, you know? Okay, so nobody says general love reading. That just came off the top. You're very welcome, Ramanda. Okay, so love reading, heartbreak, and overstretching. Nobody, you might have a bit where you tend to go out after people that are not catchable. Like, they're out of reach. You still keep on trying. You still keep on, like, chasing the wrong people, I feel. And that's where you've ended up. It feels like this is a cycle. So I feel like you need to, like, nip it in the bud. Where you chase the people that are, like, unavailable. Whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically. They're just not available to you, and you keep on doing this. So honestly, I would say just break that cycle and it'll be much, much better for you. Why did the G guy bully me? Will he get his karma or look down on me still? So it's Pride and Prejudice. Look, you know what? Dude, you should see my eyes when someone bullies me. They never get, like, I'm sure I have, like, the biggest stare. Like, they look at me and I'm like, what you doing? So get up and go and move on. Like, it seems like you need to be the better person out of this and just, like, leave that situation. You've got to realize this person's highly unhappy with life, and they probably don't have a lot of, like, eggs in their basket. So, like, I'm saying that they're slightly dumb. So honestly, just let them wallow in their misery. Like, they already have their karma. It's called their life. I don't think they will get out of it because they don't know how to treat people or deal with, like, things in their life. So they turn around and take that out on other people. So Satya says, I want to know what's coming in love towards me. You need to work hard on this, honey. Work hard on it and go your own way. So it feels like you should, like, get your, like, leather coat on. It's a metaphor. You just need to realize, be a rebel. I think, like, people don't realize that people that are slightly weird are kind of attractive. Not gonna lie. That if you have, like, a little bit of an oddity, or you have, like, enjoyment, whatever it is, like, it could be, like, miniature trains, you're still highly attractive, because a lot of people don't have that. And if you're passionate about something, it just shines through. So honestly, hard work, and just decide that you're going to show, like, some of the weirder things of life, yourself. So honestly, like, don't give me that, guys. Everybody's weird in some ways. Career guidance. Keep on, like, growing it. Also, let a fear-based attachment go in the past. It might be that you feel like you're not, how would I explain it? Not qualified enough for some positions. But you've got to realize, if you're a woman, you'll only apply to, like, 70... What is it? You will only apply to a job that you tick off 70% of what they expect off the list. So you know how they say able, qualified, have a car, whatever. Women will only tick off 70% of that. Guys will tick off 30 and still apply to the same effing job, you know? So honestly, I say grow your contacts, grow yourself, make yourself invaluable, but at the same time, apply for other jobs without the feeling that you're underqualified for them, okay? And that's what I say. If you can tick off 30%, apply, guys. Apply. Okay, so Kelly, will Rich contact me and still meet me up in March? He's my new potential lover. Ooh. And I'm supposed to see him in March. I think maybe not, but it's kind of an interesting thing. That you might actually decide that that's better, that you're not going to meet him in March. Because it doesn't seem like it is, but the card's also saying that freedom. So you might be grateful not meeting him in March. Maybe you decide before then he's not the right card. So. Ponima, after this, Ponima, can you wait another hour just so everybody can get our reading? Everything okay between Neha and Niraj? They need some more distractions in their life. There's just too much work and so little play that they need to, like, have that bit where they kind of joke and laugh. because they're not doing that, and it's just too serious right now. So New Ness says, where does M tell his friends and family about me? He drops hints about you. Yeah. Also, he sits there and tells them like how how dependable you are, or like you've done this or you've done that. So kind of like nice things about what you've done. But he's like hinting like, hey, like I met this person, and like little hints. It's not really like being overly like, oh yeah, I met this person and they're great, you know? But it's like hints every now and again. What happens if I make a romantic relationship with Sarah? Lady, will Sarah create problems? It doesn't feel so, but you also have to be a little bit weaker on your approach. You have to be a little bit more... less masculine. Like, by house, by rules, by, you know... And you've got to be a little bit more, like, softer, you know? Stop hitting people over the head with bricks, okay? Like, you don't need to be that. You can sometimes be a little bit more assertive. But this person will not cause problems. You just have to realize that you might be creating your own problems being too strong, okay? Ma'am, can I ask what AL thinks I feel for him, please? Okay, so this person might be getting out of, like, what he's, like, been into. So that's kind of, like, the whole idea of self-reflection's over for him. And he's kind of waking up to, like, everything outside. So it's just, like, this person might be slightly oblivious, but his friends tell him, like, that he likes him, or like you have that effect that people know how you feel about him, so that like his friends tell him. So I don't know, it's like weird because they know, but Flam says important message of guidance right now. Oh. Keeping up with Kevian, hello. Okay, you need to do a lot of self-reflection right now. Also, Page of Pentacles, you aren't controlling your finances. You know exactly what to do, whether it's budgeting or whatever. You've done it in the past, but you're not doing it now, and you need to do it. So, honestly, maybe it is to do with, like, how you're feeling. But honestly, I would say look after your finances and go through a stage of self-reflection. Love Soil says, I already trekked with my friend Leo. I told them how I felt they were feeling. Oh my lord. Temptation. Oh, okay. They might have actually understood what you were trying to say to them. The Tower in reverse. So this person might have had the temptation to end this relationship. Because, like, Love Soul, like, no one really likes to be called out on their bullshit. Even the most self-aware person doesn't like be told like how they feel, because they then have to like think about it more, and it makes them slightly uncomfortable. But the Tower in reverse means that they have not chose that. They actually want to like renew this connection with you, but it might have been like one of those things that they might have felt really attacked by it in some ways. But that's the same with most people. We just don't like being called out on our own our own thing. Victoria says general, please. Oh, a lot of more self-reflection. Okay. I'm seeing like judge others as you will judge yourself. It might be time to realize that you might judge people more harshly than what you see yourself. So you've got to realize that everybody is like a reflection of our own reality in a way, because we tend to walk around with a certain amount of biases. We can't fix that. That's the case. We can be more reflective about our biases and understand what our biases are, but we have to then realize that we need to influence them or change them. It takes a very long time, but I feel in general you've got to realize like where you're judging people, that you might not judge yourself the same, and you need to then realize that that's not particularly fair, you know? So Sarah Pie says, will my brother get a government job, yes or no? It's always dependent. King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this person might not get a government job, but that's because they're not suited to that kind of job. Or also, they should invest in themselves, and they should actually get something that's better for them. So I'm feeling like this person is very smart and very intelligent, and they could be doing something that's more of a legal thing. So a solicitor, or something like that, not a lawyer, but something to do with law. Because they're very, very smart and very intelligent, and a government job, they won't get because they're just too intelligent for it. Okay, yes, I figured out that I guess I can pay out of pocket instead of getting help from housing assistance. Thanks. I'm sorry, Ariel, that it doesn't always help. But it just means that it's a way of making you understand a little bit more. Okay, so hello, Chatras. Richard says, what is Ayush feelings for me? Oh, that was like an argument, a spicy argument. That you didn't get out of that. Chaos. Okay, so this might be a like the 4 horsemen of a relationship. Honestly, they don't do very well, Richard. So honestly, they feel like they had a fight with you, and then they don't know whether to just like throw caution to the wind or actually renew the connection. They just don't know, and they're in 2 minds about it. Bella says, what does Spirit want me to know about my family situation? Okay, to be more aware of like what's going on around you, like little tiny things to pick that up. Page of Swords, you might be possibly lying to yourself or putting yourself in a stage of self-delusion. I would also say that if you are living with your family, that you need to move out. Ace of Cups means that that person or their family's heart is full, and they might not have space for you right now. So it might be just that you've got to accept that they aren't thinking about you at all in this situation, and that they're kind of like pushing you off to the side. Okay, so Enchantress says, do you see me getting a research internship abroad? That sounds amazing. Justice in reverse. Ooh, grades might be a hard thing. I think that your grades are going to affect how they see it, but also that your enthusiasm will make up for that. So it might be just time to realize that maybe they were seeking a more more perfect candidate, but because you're enthusiastic and you really want this, you'll get accepted for that, you know? Prosperity says, hi Cassandra, will anything of significant happen for me this week? I'm thinking of, you know, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where he bumps his head on the lintel. And then he's like, okay, so prosperity, it seems like it will happen, but because you don't know what it is, it passes straight through your life. So it might be time to realize that little things are lead up to significant change. You just have to realize and catch them when they do happen. Because most of the time, like, little tiny things, like, what is it? Butterfly effect. The whole idea of butterfly in Mexico flaps its wings, and soon enough you have a hurricane. Well, I don't know whether they've ever completely proved that, but you know, I would put it past it. What's in store for me next week? Any guidance? Okay, so there is like a bit where you're not entertaining your creativity, Star Lover. And so therefore you're kind of like in a bit that you feel withdrawn, maybe a little bit more stuck. And you're just like feeling kind of slightly alone. And it's because you don't have that creative blockage. You have a creative blockage or something. I was going to say you didn't, but no. Empress in reverse is creative blockage. So any kind of creativity that you can bring in for next week, it doesn't matter what it is, singing, dancing around your kitchen, making new things out of, like, make a new recipe. Like, give yourself more confidence to do stuff that can be more creative. And then because you're opening yourself up for creativity, the bigger it'll come in, you know? The couple in my mind happy together. Ooh. Well, obviously they're always going to be imagination because they're in your head, but... Okay, death. Oh, interesting. So, honestly, if you know that they're not doing very well, they're holding on to this when they should be letting go of it. Or sometimes the thing is that we hold on to something that we should let go of, and they would transition together. So it might be that they need to realize that they are being self-destructive towards each other and let that self-destructive go or leave. So sometimes this death could be not the death of a relationship, could be just death of like the kind of toxicity towards them. But in my mind, I feel like this is just like they should let each other go, you know, in a little bit. It's also that weirdly enough, how would I explain it? Like in the old days, you used to have like dowry. And you got bought as property if you were female, and you had no rights over anything. You just became your husband's property. But now we actually have this kind of ownership over each other, and it's not dowry related. It's more like, you shall do this because you are my partner. And it's just like, okay, is this actually good? No. No, I'll definitely give you the disclaimer. No, never good. Hi, when is true love coming into my life? Butterfly, you need to go after it. You need to get up and go. Butterfly, get off that butt and start looking. It's not that far come around the corner. You just are not putting in the effort. You need to get up and go. I don't know where, like, it might be online, but it's just like, put your effort in there and get the man. go book him on the head. Drag him back to the cave. No, guys, I'm sorry. No, you should never get, like, abused. Sorry. What's my karma, says Cleo. Okay, strength, Knight of Cups, and... Oh, okay. What is your karma? Firstly, good karma is applied to you. Firstly, you should realize that you're kind of extremely blessed that you can manifest some things. Your karma, I feel like sometimes you tend to create unnecessary situations because you're wound up too close in, like, over analyzing things, and so therefore you tend to, like, be let down because you overthink some things and you let other things happen and then they come crashing down around you. So it's kind of like karma of non-action, you know? Strength as well. It might be that you don't actually ask for help. So, like, what happens is usually, like, if you look at life, it's like applied lessons. We all go through applied lessons. If we don't learn, then it keeps on repeating until we actually understand it. And sometimes if you believe that we are completely reincarnated beings over periods of time, we can repeat life lessons until we get them. And the whole idea is that can be the case is that we might be learning a lot more through past actions. Like, the weirdest thing is that they've now, and it's scientifically proven, that you will take on your grandmother's trauma, which then transforms onto your mother, transforms onto you. So you can actually have generational trauma applied down, and it's usually like women to do it. So don't blame always your granddad for generational trauma unless that was a thing. But yeah, it's usually through your grandmother. May I know Dev's current feelings for me? Okay, so this person wants to stay, but they also feel like you might be a little bit more selfish, Sundini, and you might be a little bit more, like, prone to not listening to them and not giving them, like, space to express how they feel, because you might be too wrapped up in expressing how you feel. And you might need to, like, give them a little bit more space, come towards you and tell you how they feel without any, like, form of judgment. Which is very hard because we always tend to jump on advice like, we can fix this! People... just gives, like, sometimes space to people. Hello, can I trust E with my secret, says Watergirl. I feel like you're just a mermaid. Watergirl, do you want those, like, I love them. So they've got, like, latex, mermaid tails, and I just want one. They're so expensive though, but it'd be nice to be a real-life mermaid. Can you trust this person? I don't know. This person gets easily distracted a lot and probably would actually tell other people just because they tend to be a little bit more scatterbrained. So if you don't really want, like, this person to, like, tell everybody, not everybody, but they'll let it slip. And honestly, if you want more people to know, then don't worry. Like, they're really good with, like, keeping secrets, other than they tend to be a little bit more scatterbrained. and forgetful sometimes, so they might just let it slip because they're like talking to someone and they're like, oh yeah, what about this? Hello, King! Okay, so will I get in a relationship this year? You are not moving in a place that you're actually seeking love, and you might be overreaching sometimes. So it might be that you aren't really understanding what you want out of a relationship. Because let me put this out there, every single relationship is transactional. Everybody here wants to get a free reading. Am I right? Am I right? Raise your hands in chat. Everyone's here. Not because I'm just a really good person. It's because you get a free reading as well. I love you guys. But yeah, like, it might be time to be very honest about what you want in a relationship. Who can give that to you? Yeah? And then stop thinking about, like getting, like, a person. Get the person that's right for you. Work at that person. Because if they are genuine and you really want this person, you'll put in extra work. I know now. Hello, does Scorpio LB feel about me right now? Says boss. Buffy. Emperor in reverse. Justice in reverse. Oh. This person might not completely trust you based on, like, sometimes how you act versus to what you say. There might be a little bit of, like, weird things that you say that you, like, do differently. So this person's a little bit cautious. They're growing connection with you, but they feel very cautious between the difference of what you say to what you do. Yeah. Shawita says, hi Cassandra, where will I and Samit get married? He's Libra. I am Libra, he's Taurus. That's always interesting. It might be just time to realize to be relaxed. Page of Swords in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. If you don't plan this and you don't actually do it, this person will not commit. There is, like, a little bit of, like, this person doesn't feel ready for commitment, and unless you plan it, they won't even go closer to that. So this kind of feels a kind of slightly weird, and I would honestly question whether you want to be with someone that doesn't really want to get married, you know? And Charlie says, any potential relationships coming? I'm sure I read that for you before. Angeli said, don't know. I will just, like, say Judgment. Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands. Yes, there's someone close to you. I think you're a fair judge of character, so don't worry. Like, if this person comes in, you can judge their character very well. Yeah, I would say pretty close soon, yeah? Josita says, hi ma'am, can I get a general reading? Of course you can. Thank you for being so polite. Wheel of Fortune, trust the universe. Trust the universe. And Ace of Pentacles. If there's any kind of offer of finance, obviously don't, like, respond to the people in the YouTube chat going, hey, I could sell you crypto. You know, be a little bit more, like, wary of people. But Honestly, there is a financial offer coming in that you should take. Obviously, be a little bit wary. But Wheel of Fortune means to trust the universe. Keep on gambling that the universe knows where it's taking you. And just accept that it's taking you to something better. You know? Angelic baby, hi! Sanch says, oh my lord. No, I don't want a whole essay today. Thank you. Sanch says, current feelings of S towards me. Thanks. Okay, that one. Thank you. I was gonna take the whole thing. No! I know you like Sanch, but you can't all come out at once. You've gotta think about this a little bit. Please. It's just like, you are needy. It likes you, Sans. Look. It's taking out lots of it. Okay. I accept that. Thank you. It definitely likes you. You must be a cat person, for sure, Sag. If you said no, I'd be highly surprised. So current S's towards you, they are enjoying, like, being around you. You're very relaxing, so they don't really worry so much around you. Also, the whole idea is they might not know completely how to get to the next stage, like, of commitment. They're still trying, but they might be just a little bit away from that, you know? But honestly, you made this person feel very calm and very happy, so... What is the next action towards me? No contact. This person wants to grow something with you, but they also don't really like how like emotionally immature you are sometimes. They might feel like you're more demanding than they expected. So you might have to be a little bit more understanding that that person might not completely, like, maybe wants you to grow up a little bit and have a little bit more emotion maturity to you. But they still want to grow that connection. They haven't walked away. Danica says, general reading for the next 3 months. Thanks for the answers. You're very welcome, Danica. Okay, so death is coming in for you next 3 months, which means that it's probably like, I love the death card. Don't worry about, like, death. It's not a physical death. This is more like a mental, emotional, or spiritual. So most of the time this is a transition in your life. I love it because it gives me a chance to move to something different. I always like it because it gives me, like, a reality that I have passed another mark in my life where I have grown a little bit more. So death for 3 months means that you might just, like, get more, like, clarity on who you are and what you're doing in your life. So Anita says, when will I meet a new love, serious relationship? Okay, there's emotional, there is a feeling that you tend to be a lot more emotionally manipulative, or you tend to be attention seeking in a way in your relationships, which tends to destroy the authenticity of your actions because people are wondering what you're doing. I would say that weirdly enough, I'm feeling like you do quite a lot of emotional manipulation. So it's kind of a weird thing that I'm suggesting that you need to really think about how you approach other people. And honestly, as soon as this is resolved, you will get a new love. and a serious relationship, because you will be emotionally mature enough to ask what you want without any games. Okay? Technical support. Hello, Cassandra. Will I have a court hearing tomorrow? Will I be arrested? Oh my lord. No. No, you won't be arrested. What? No. No. This means that you're going to be looked after and taken care of, so I don't feel like you will be arrested. I don't know why you think you're going to be arrested, but no. By the cards, no. Okay, so will Scorpio take charge of her connection? No. No. That's definitely no. No. What does Visa would like to say to me? Oh my lord. Why are you bringing that out again? That you might... This person understands that you might be a little bit... Weirdly enough, how can I explain it? You're smart and intelligent, they know it. They know you're going some places, but sometimes you just do like dumb shit. Like sometimes you just do something that honestly it's kind of a little bit of blonde move, maybe. Like, you're very smart, a very intelligent person, but sometimes you're just slightly blonde, you know? KW says, what are Aries' next actions towards me? Oh, he's planning a surprise. He's planning a surprise for you. So KW, it seems like this is like really good. This person really is interested. Keeping up with caffeine said Chris decorated that room for S. You're very welcome, Danielle. I think yes. But they didn't really wanna like say that they had. So yeah. I think they got caught out by that. Like, you might have asked them and they really do wanna say yes. Because they might not really wanna say that they care. Okay. Oh my lord. Okay. I clicked and everything went away. Okay, so let me go down. Cinnamon Girl. Will me and my person still be in connection through springtime this year? I think so. I think so. This person might put their friends on a back burner compared to you, because you actually are quite important to them. So yes. Yes. Thank you! I'm using subliminals for my side, face, and body and hair. I use them fully because I'm really positive about it. Will I get attention? You know, really, like, confidence is probably the most attractive thing. And if you're feeling confident and you're feeling happy, then it doesn't really matter. But the problem is, like, people on Instagram and Snap and everything are going to be mean. Okay, the Hierophant in the reverse means go your own way and be your own rebel. So I would say I wouldn't care. If this is really what you want, don't care about other people. if you really want to do this for yourself, don't care about what other people say, okay? Does A think I lack self-respect? How does he view me? Lamb. Oh, interesting. Ooh, self-respect. You might have just pushed this person away, because it seems like this person finds that you're very much... I don't know why it keeps blinking, you know? The camera keeps on blinking, you know? Sorry about that, guys, but what can you do? It likes the cat faces for sure. It likes my hands too. Okay, so Ace of Swords and Death. This person might find you very blunt and very, like, abrasive sometimes, and Death. So this is a transformation for both of you. So I don't feel like this person might feel like you have a self-respect, but you don't treat yourself right, and you tend to come across being very like you don't care about other people, and that might not be the truth, but I think also that they tend to view you through a very harsh lens that's not particularly fair, because they are expecting like a lady, you know? Like, some people have this kind of very like weird view of women, and yeah. I am Samuel. Will this person, Avis Mahmoud, make you a second wife? I always find it interesting, like, cultures that you can have second wives, and I always find that funny because you have to treat them the same way, and I think that that's actually really interesting. I don't think this person will want to make you a second wife. If they promised it and they're not delivering, no. It's probably down to money. This person can't afford a second wife. Even if he promises that he can't, no. You're very welcome, technical support. Did Jonathan have Valentine's person yesterday? Had a Valentine's person yesterday. No. Unfortunately, Avada. No. Not at all. Taylor, hello. Satnia says, I wanna know what's coming in love towards me. I think you just need to let go of, like, the struggle that love is for you, Sapnia. Honestly, the interesting thing is, for me, is that I don't need to manifest, like, if I think about manifesting money, I push it away. Like, honestly, for me, I got taught as a kid that money was a struggle. Like, honestly, money was a struggle. I've internalized that money is a struggle. And so, therefore, I've worked very hard, like, all my life. And, like, for me to manifest it, it needs to be a struggle. Like, this is what I have, like, told the universe. And the universe is like, okay, like, she wants to struggle, man. We'll give her a struggle. And so sometimes you just have to realize that you've internalized something that makes love hard for you. Whether it was your parents' relationship, whether you saw, like, other people around you struggling with, like bringing in love, you think in your mind, like, this is really hard. And it's not. It's the same as money. As soon as you, like, reach your life of, like, I need to struggle for something, it's easy. It goes like this. You know? Like, it comes like that. You just have to accept that it is coming. And you don't need to struggle for it. You need to let go and relax. Taylor says, why does Christian reach out to me? Because you are absolutely joy on earth. You have this sunny disposition that makes people very attracted to you. And that person really needed to talk to you that day, because you would have just like made them happy. So I'm glad that they did. Okay, so H says, if I keep on doing what I need to do and sticking to a routine, will I get my desired results by this summer, or will it take it? I feel like you're sneaking in things, you know? Like, it's not the routine. It's like little tiny things. Like, is it snacks that you get? Like, there's a little bit that you're doing something wrong. As I said, like, struggle means that you're having a hard time. So it might not be the right, like, I was thinking that, but it might be something else, and it might be easier for you to do something that's a little bit different, but it has the same concept. But I think you're also being slightly sneaky. Maybe eating a little bit more snacks or something. So you won't get your desired result, maybe because you're being a little bit overzealous. But you're getting somewhere. You just need to keep on working towards, like, not giving up. And realizing that maybe, like, let's say, if you're thinking about losing 10 kilos, like, for me, I'm 70 kilos? If I lose 10, then that's extremely fast. If that's summer, that's extremely fast. Like, I would need to, like, absolutely die that to happen. Okay. Sorry, Gita, hi. Sate, hi honey, does Aries miss me? Yes, in some ways. But it's also like this person feels like you're not good for them, but they still want to like still come towards you, Sate. So it's kind of funny, because like they're like, oh yeah. Is Kevin my twin flame, says Kimberly. No, it might be a karmic connection, but no twin flame. There's too many arguments and too many fights for it to be like completely a twin flame, I feel. Jane says, any details on my next partner? Give me a second. Sorry guys, I had a very itchy throat there. Needed to drink something or I would have a very scratchy throat and I would start coughing. Any details on my next partner? Jane, firstly, you have to realize that you're stuck and you're not moving. There's also, like, that you're still recalling past arguments or fights that you had with your ex. So there's kind of, like, this negative headspace that you've got that you need to, like, resolve. Because it's just, like, pushing away people that were, like, are interested. Does that make sense? Like, there's kind of a bit where you need to move. This chariot means that you might be, like, needing a physical move. You know? So, at the moment, it's kind of a little bit hard. Because you might not be ready for love. You might think that you're wanting to, but you're not. Is Jay happy with our connection with T overall? so like happy that she's kind of feeling guilty about it. It's kind of a weird thing because she's happy enough that she doesn't want to like tell her friends that might be unhappy, but she's really happy. Hello, sweetest! Hello, Chaiti! A general read, please. Empress! Creativity and the Fool! I love this. You are called by a higher power to just enjoy your life. Enjoy your life and be called towards creative endeavors. So honestly, just this is a reprieve. You don't have to worry as much about life. There's no bad things coming in, and there's a lot of time to create new things. So if you were thinking of writing that book, you should do it. I don't know why I'm thinking book, but I feel like that's book time. Andrea Hall, may I have a turn? Of course. Weirdly enough, like, I don't know why this is yours, Audrey. What did you ask? Did you not put down a question? Because these are your cards, so maybe this is like a general reading for you? Yeah. Okay. Wheel of Fortune and your Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so I would definitely say plan your future, plan your year. Also realize your heart is healing, so don't take too many like risks with your heart. Just realize like love is a game. Well, love is a game, but we play love like a game. And realize just be a little bit like more relaxed about that. Will I ever find a right manufacturer for my belt business? Will the business flourish buddy-wise this year? Oh, it's saying focus on the smallest details. And also, if you're unhappy about something, you can always change it. But it seems like it's in action that you're having a hard thing. So you should actually like just keep on going. But realize that it's all up to you and to be more particular. You know? Maybe it's actually to see not like this year, like 12 months. You should actually just be like, how do I deliver the best experience for every single person? You know? C Saint says, what does my family I think of me? I went no contact. I don't plan to go back. C Saint, they might not even notice that you're gone. I don't think that they have a very good relationship with each other. And they can be kind of dramatic, over dramatic, and they kind of neg on each other. So yeah, honestly, they probably haven't even noticed that you're gone. So Priya says, is Adrian my twin flame? There is like some soulmate here connection, I feel. There is this bit that you're called to like learn more about finances and let go of the control over this like relationship. But yeah, there is a high amount of compatibility here, so I would definitely say that from this card that you are a twin flame. Yeah. Because this is like if you were looking at someone and there's just like so much compatibility that you see like in each other, like a reflection of each other's soul, you know? Hello, Kelly! I didn't get... I did do yours. I did do yours. I said, oh, what did I say? Like, I said yes. I'm very sure. Yes. You can always go back in time. This is why I have the thing on the side. So you could go back and listen to it at any point of time, you know? So. But sometimes, because I've done so many readings, I might forget which cards I pulled for you. So sometimes it's very hard for me to go back in time and remember what I've said. Okay, so how am I? I'm going good, Amanda. I'm starting a brand new era of my life. Any advice from my guides, please? Okay, Knight of Wands and Page of Swords. There might be like certain little lies that you might tell yourself, like maybe I'll exercise tomorrow, maybe I'll eat right tomorrow, maybe I'll do this tomorrow. And there's like, I should do this. So that you like lie to yourself a little bit, like, yeah, I've got to do this tomorrow. You're not doing it. So the Knight of Wands is like, you need to like reevaluate how you're approaching this. So you might have to realize that all habits are habitual. This is how you make a habit. So you need to change these on. So you create a different habit. So where there was a habit, you can always change and reevaluate it and then create a different habit, you know? So Dini says, does Dav want to pursue this connection? They want to, but they might not know how. So Dini. Aldona says, hello, can I know if my aunties did black magic on me? Probably. I would say that this is kind of a little bit of like, yes, but they've done it to a lot of people. So it's not like they chose you to single out. Honestly, if you are like feeling like this, you can do a house cleanse. You can wear your black tourmaline. You can just block negative energy in general. Like just do a house cleaning. Scatter a little bit of salt around your windows and your door, and that's fine. It's all good. But yeah. I would say that they haven't done, like, it's not bad. It's just like probably hot foot powder, if that makes sense. Like, that they're not being very good. Angela. So, Cassandra, Nad, you can always go back in time and actually see your reading. Because I did that when you first asked. How did Leo feel about my Instagram posts, right? And hasn't he reached out? Angela, he felt like care and he actually saw it. Maybe he thinks other people are like caring and looking after you as well. Because that's what I'm feeling, yeah? Crazy in love, what is true feelings and intentions for me? Okay, they're working very hard. They really want to work hard for you, Crazy in love, but also the cards are saying focus on self-love, focus on yourself. So it might be that the cards are telling you that you need to like give yourself self-love, self-care, you know? Also, any tips on protecting your energy? I always go, like, when I let someone in, I always think, like, when I'm doing streaming, I let you into my house. Everybody here is, like, let into a certain, like, my sitting room. At any time, you can sit there and go, you're not allowed in my house anymore. The easiest way to kind of protect your energy is, like, imagine a big, giant, like, white light emanating from yourself. And when you grow this, it's like umbrella protection. You won't get anything bouncing off you. Like, honestly, you are protected. You're safe within this, like, white light energy. If you feel drained, it's because, like, most of the time you're letting other people get to you on a way. And you're not really, like, sitting there going, but yes, no. Is compatible for marriage commitment, Satish, or Sadath? I think both of them are not ready. I feel like they're not ready, and you need them to step up for you, Anjali. They're not ready. Andrew says, Anil's feelings, attentions towards me, his personality. He's trying very hard to, like, heal, but also you've got to give him patience. You need to give, like, a lot of patience with this person. Yeah, you know? Am I supposed to pursue an entrepreneur career? Interesting. Okay, it's interesting because, like, how would I explain it? I was watching... What's her name? I love her, but she is entrepreneur. And one thing she was like, is like, focus on what makes you, like, your body go, hell yes, or hell no. And I think, honestly, with a job, you would be dissatisfied because there's just not enough choices there. The sun is, like, self-love, and the Fool is just to, like, be happy and, like, use your, like, be in the moment and go wherever you want to go. So it's kind of like, Kimberly, what's stopping you? Like, what are you gonna lose if you try this? Other than, like, sitting there going, okay, I gotta get, like, that traditional, like, 9 to 5 later. Don't worry about it. Like, honestly, what if you fail? Like, what if I fail right now? I don't think so. We're doing great, guys. We're so close to monetization on here. That means I could buy new cards. Because my cards are so well loved, there's kind of, like, a little bit more, like, tattered. I do love them, though. It says Frenchie like and not alike about me. We don't talk different countries. That you tend to be very fair and very honest and very, like, you tell it how it is, and you tend to be like, I would judge you the same way as you judge me, but they do notice that you sometimes lie, DJ, so you kind of, like, don't tell them the complete truth, and that sometimes makes them, like, wonder what else you're lying about, you know? What brings me the job? I applied. Okay, you might just not have the right skill set for this job. there was just not enough things on the resume that you had that they pursued through. I think the cover letter was quite bad as well. Like, sometimes your cover letter needed to be more custom made, and I don't think that it was. So I don't feel like you'll get this job, just because like it wasn't the interview, it was just like the CV and the resume wasn't great, you know? First says, how does Elaine compare to me to other girls? You're quite serious all the time. Very serious. I'm feeling like you're nonsense and you tend to talk big, but you don't actually like do anything. Sometimes post music, you tend to be a little bit of a procrastinator. Like you say that you're going to do all these things and you're like no distractions. You do actually work a lot, but you also like undeliver and you don't know how to get your goals and dreams as much. You tend to talk bigger. So yeah. General reading for 2022. Emperor. There might be a feeling like your world is fully done. And with the Temperance, this is patience. So I would say control what you need to control. Don't let any more chaos tend to sneak into your life, but also kind of let go of like some things that you can't control and influence because they're having a bigger effect on you. So honestly, I would say that this is like the time to control as much as you can and let it go. Let's see. Started my YouTube channel yesterday. Can I continue or stop channel name? I'd say let go of like control. So honestly, when you're making a YouTube channel, you don't know whether it's going to be successful or not. Just produce as much work and it doesn't really matter. Judgment, kind of look at other people and kind of get better, but just produce content, you know? Just produce as much content as you can, okay? Will I get a full scholarship in Queen's University, says Kevin. Kevin, like, you might... Oh my lord, where did that one go? Okay. Give me a second. It fell on the floor. It wants me to stretch down. Oh my lord. Ugh. I was feeling flexible yesterday. I'm not feeling flexible today, cards. Stop being so cat-like. So I feel like you need to reapproach this again and realize that you're kind of not special. I don't know why like that popped out of my head, but you've got to realize that you are one of many that apply to this, so you have to make this kind of unique. You need it to stand out compared to everybody else that comes in here. You're not unique, you know? So you need to make sure that when they read it, it's like the best thing you've ever written, or the best thing that they've seen. Because honestly, they'll go through a lot, and you definitely need to be on that kind of level, like high level, not just like, hey, I filled in the form. C-Saint says, what is my life lesson? Isn't there multiple life lessons that you need to do? Queen of Swords in reverse and the Hierophant. See, Saint, if this is like, honestly, if you are masculine, this woman's coming in to teach you a life lesson. The Hierophant. Realize that you... Okay. I can see right now. Okay. I could see why you would take a life lesson from her. You need to realize that we live and we die by our words. We're not really like parts of our lives are easily controlled or influenced by other people, and you need to accept that if you really want to take ownership of your life, you have to do things differently from other people. And you have to be very honest and very brutal with some people sometimes. Because some people don't like the word no. They want to actually be able to help you. But by helping you, they actually put you in the same bucket. You know, the whole idea of like crabs or crayfish in a bucket? And like the crabs can easily climb out of the bucket. But because, like, the crab is escaping, the other crabs pull it down. And this is the same as humans. We tend to not elevate people. We're actually telling them all the bad things that could happen if their investments fail, or their business fails, or their marriage fails. There's no, like, good bit where we... well, maybe marriage. Maybe we're all sheeple for the marriage. And I'm kidding. I might be a little bit jaded with marriage. How does a Pisces sun dad feel about me? Pisces man. King. Devil in reverse. What would I... This person might generally, like, tend to be very harsh on you because that's what their dad did. So it might be that this person wants to see you grow, but they tend to sit and go, well, if my dad treated me like this, then this is how I'll treat... Yeah. I'm very sure this is your dad, and you're the son, but in general, he'll treat you like caring. Like, he wants you to grow, so he tends to be very hard on you. And if he's King of Swords, especially, like, downwards, he tends to be, like, very harsh and mean with his words. Mostly because he's got away with that shit for so long, he kind of has forgotten that he's not allowed to. But, and no one's going to pull him up now. But, honestly, he's also going to be like, this is the only way I get people to do what I want. So, yeah. Obviously, really strong feelings. It does want you to grow and succeed in life, but doesn't tend to show any kind of sign of like love, like overly love. Tends to be quite rational, so it's fine. Why did E ignore me last night in person? They might have thought that you were busy or that they didn't know how to approach you. Jay, no. There was kind of a block that they couldn't get past, you know? Morgan says, I'm wondering what Justice's attentions are towards me. Devil in reverse. Ooh. This is like an addiction of some kind. This person might not know how to actually say what they need to say and how to say it properly, so they just like let it go. They don't know how to deal with it, and it is an addiction, some kind, to downplay feelings or emotions in their lives. They might not think that if things are not easy, if that like if you guys don't completely fit, that tends to be like when people tends to cut people out. Is J and K serious about each other? It seems so, but there's also a tower moment. So this world has like fell apart for them, but they also care about each other. So it might be that they're not destined for a romantic relationship together, but they're still very they still care. But it seems like this romantic notion's over. You're very welcome, Shweta. Subla, what is S and actions towards me? They're working very hard. So honestly, these people are putting the work in. So that's good. Kiwi, after this, can you wait another hour, please? Just so I can get through everybody else. The sun in reverse means that good partner. I don't know, because the cards are like saying self-love. So they're probably even saying don't worry about this because this is not going to happen. The cards can be very blunt, but yeah, you know, that's kind of, yeah. Anita says, meet new love, serious relationship leads to marriage. Not ex a Pisces best friend? Thanks. King of Cups, the Hangman, the Lovers. Yeah, I feel like there is a person coming in for you for sure. I think that you're actually struggling letting people in right now because you're overly judging them. And you're not taking your time to actually know someone. But yeah, there is like someone coming in that is going to be potential for love and marriage. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Hosita. Manifest says, will I ever find out that others know about us? No, I don't think so. This person's just like completely in an other world manifest. So I don't feel so, no. Spare email. I never got to travel, but I have a chance to go to Luxembourg. Moon. I think that's the case, spam email. Because the moon is like judgment of other people and judgment about yourself. So I don't feel like you will. But that doesn't mean that you won't in the future. Just to realize that it might not happen now, okay? They don't have room for me. That made me a little sad. Why are they pushing me out? What am I lying myself about? Bella, sometimes we lie that people actually really care about us. They don't know... How would I explain this? This feels like more mental health issues that they have that they're fighting. So they might be lying to themselves. So therefore, like, Bella, you know that little like meme, the little dog that's in the house, like drinking the coffee, going everything's fine. I feel like that's what you're lying, is like that they have enough stuff to deal with without like, Yeah, like families are complicated. I wouldn't say it's like one singular issue, but they aren't really like really caring about you as well. Like you might like they might feel like you're part of the problem. So it's kind of hard because there's like multiple issues coming out of this. So I think it's because, like, Bella, I think you try to fix it. That's what I would say. Peachy says, should I, like, focus on 9 to 5 or should I focus on business? Honestly, I don't think any businesses are going well this year, so I would focus on multiple incomes that would make it easier for you to keep on doing what you're doing. Because Peachy, if you're making anything or creating anything, you can actually make more money going online and showing us how to do it as well. Like, there's a lovely jeweler that I've been watching, and he does YouTube as well as make rings. And, like, people watch him. It's very mesmerizing to watch someone doing something. So, honestly, just create multiple different parts of income and realize that even if you, like, go back to working 9 to 5, that doesn't mean that it's stable, you know? Ivana, you can always see here, like, down the bottom. So, if you do full screen, this is where I will be, and so therefore you can see where I'm going, okay? Will Zareb, Taurus, and me, Aries, get married this year? Any more, like... I don't think this year, which might feel unfair to you, but I think it's just like, it's time to focus on yourself, Taha, then think about like getting married, because it seems unfair, but you need to focus on yourself. Yeah. You're very well done. Lava, will the case be dropped, settled out of court? No, I don't feel so. I don't feel like it'll be dropped or settled out of court. It seems like it's meant to have a little bit of harm or heartbreak. So yeah, I don't feel like that's the case. Cleo says, is M treating me like a voodoo doll? To clarify, please. I think this person just is not a voodoo thing. I was thinking of the magic thing, but I feel like this person doesn't explain what they want. So they always like take it out on you if they feel like you aren't like meeting their emotional needs. So they're like, I feel like they're slightly like narcissistic in nature, and they're taking it out on you because you're supposed to like provide their needs. You know? Okay, so let me scroll down. Does Airbnb like someone else more seriously? Airbnb? Yeah, I think this person might not take you seriously enough for a romantic relationship, and you have to let go of like fear or this like past attachment you have with this person, crazy in love, and let them go, because they're not gonna they're not gonna be like really like interested. They might say pretty words, but they don't really care. How does Martin feel about me yesterday? Jane, this is interesting. This person has this, like... he used to write quotations. I think it's funny when people say, I'm so accurate. I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I have this bit where I'm like, I know exactly what's going on. So Martin's got a life choice, Jane, at the moment. So it's like you made him think a lot about what he needed to choose, and he's choosing it. So honestly, let the poor guy choose, but he is thinking and he's doing something, okay? Which is good. Sorry guys, my nose is just like weird. Sorry. What is S's current feelings towards you? This is weird. This guy is just like... I feel like a single... Like... This person is like a single bachelor kind of feeling vibe, Leo fire. So they just like go... Like... They're focusing on the present and they don't want to focus on the future. And they struggle to think about like anything long term. So this person just like... I don't know. They tend to just take days at a time. So if you really want them to commit or be a little bit more like genuine, I don't think that they can. They need to just like naturally drop into wherever they need to go. And they need to accept to like not be so Peter Pan. This might be a woman that I'm talking about, but I'm sure you can have female Peter Pans. Was the 2018 guy my twin flame or my comment? I think you got really stuck on this person. It seems like you're still stuck on this person right now. I don't think so, because it says that you should look at the little things that they did and realize that they weren't particularly like nice or like great. Because honestly, if you look at some of the things that they did, it wasn't nice. Also, you could do better. Like if you're feminine, as Queen of Pentacles, you should know what you're worth. Like honestly, you are the person, the boss babe that makes the money. You are the money. Like you could just like be the next boss lady that gets the jet and that gets the, you know, you could even be like the next Doja. Like honestly, you know exactly what to do, okay? You just need to get out of your way, and I feel like that was a karmic connection for you. So Nama Shira, Narendra, current feelings for me. I'm Jyoti. This person is healing their heart. So honestly, this person has a good imagination. So I would definitely say this person really is like caught up on you or crushing about you, because their imagination's active. I'm not gonna say anything here because, you know, like people imagine it, lots of things. 6 hours later, you know. But yeah, this person generally wants to try for you, okay? Ezra says, hello, is the person I'm talking to other people? I'd hope so. not in a like romantic sense, but you know, like they need to talk to other people. They need to work with other... Sorry, Ezra, I'm being funny. It's okay. No, I think this person has like a goal in life, like, and they see you in it. So honestly, this person's like ready to like move on with commitment with most of their lives. So you actually play a very strong role in this, because you are their yin to their yang, or the yin to, like, you guys like complete it. So it definitely like divine masculine, divine feminine, with a little bit of both, because obviously you can't just be like pure feminine. That doesn't work, and you can't be pure masculine either. You have to have the softness of femininity, and you have to have the hardness of masculinity, because it doesn't work on its own. What does my guide want me to work on? Okay, honestly, they're saying that you have some really great ideas, Cosette, but you need to put in the work. You need to hustle. Like, honestly, they're sitting there screaming at you, like, you have the ideas. Why aren't you doing anything? Why aren't you, like, honestly, what is it? I was watching, oh, who's his name? He's a little bit older now. Oh my lord. Tony Robbins? Yeah. So the guy that, like, honestly, his courses are like 10 grand, yeah? You know? But the end of the course, they have the fire pit, and you have to walk through the fire pit. I'm not saying attend any classes, but you should know that you have great ideas. You just lack the execution, you know? Music reminds me of Seinfeld. Oh my lord. Really? Just don't bring the shoulder pads back, please. Oh my god, those shoulder pads. Burn them, please. You're very welcome, Ezra. Okay, oh my lord. That came out for you. Yonelise says, what does the year 2020 bring you? Oh my lord. Well, firstly, you need to kind of, like, definitely work hard. You need to realize that you have control over your environment, and you need to have ideas how to influence control over your environment. There seems to be a little bit of anger, a little bit issues with friends or family, and you should realize that you can solve that by not really interacting with these people. Does that make sense? And just get on with your life, okay? Hello, can you read me, please? Please ask Spirit what she wants to tell me. Grace, you need to take a break, my love. You are close to being a little bit more mentally fatigued, and you need to take a break. Also, that you are very likely to have a love relationship come in, or that you are, like, in your relationship, there's going to be a lot more harmony this year, because you're going to have a little bit more, like, harmony when that comes. Thank you. I got a beer, guys. The other half came in and gave me a beer. Okay. So, what does A tell his close friends about me? That he wants to care about you, but maybe you do push him away. So, it seems like, Cosette, you might be, like, a little bit paranoid about people in the past looking after you or taking care of you. And so you push away people that actually care. So I would say that that's a little bit of a problem. Morgan, can you do a general reading for me? Thank you. Creativity and the Fool again. Oh, this is a beautiful space to just work on creative, like, ideas, projects, and realize that life is giving you a little bit of a reprieve, that there's nothing bad really coming in for you, that you can have this this time, this moment to realize that you don't need to worry about most things. Just be in the flow. Akuna Matata. Akuna Matata. You know, no worries free. Akuna Matata. Introverted princess. Does M love like or love me? How does he feel? Ooh, okay. This person might be a little bit off-put by your feelings. It might be like not reciprocal. It might be that you're crushing very hard and this person knows it, but they don't really like have that thing. Yeah. Okay, so Peachy says, what is his talent and what is mine? We must have met for a reason. Okay, so this person's talent is naturally emotional, but this person might be always slightly more emotional than you. And your like talent is just that you naturally get that fight or competitive nature, so you're always like swatting your problems away. Like, I got it, and you know, like, yes, and you're knocking all these mice off the like windowsill, like, yes. So honestly, you two together actually help like negate some issues. So honestly, when this person's feeling a little bit more anxious, you step up, you get to easily deal with things, but also I think that this person allows you to be a little bit more emotional in spirit, and together you do great, because this seems like you're getting all your problems dealt with together. So KN says, what is the most important message to me at this moment? Leo. Okay, so you should realize that not all relationships are good relationships. And you have... I feel like currently this one's falling down. But realize that it was there for a reason, and you should plan up your next, like, relationships. KN. You should do a lot more, like, planning and thinking about, like, entering a relationship before you do. Because it feels like you're always, like, entering too quickly and then wondering why it doesn't work. And you need to kind of figure out how you're going to get there. Can you see me get the job at the medical company Galderma? Yes. I feel very, very strongly you will, because Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Nedia says, will I succeed in the new job exam in summer? Thank you. Yes, you shouldn't worry too much about this, Nedia, because it seems like you already did a very good job. Okay? So honestly, just keep on not panicking. Relax. Be very calm, and they will look after you as well, because you seem like a very good candidate. So is San missing or thinking about me right now? I am seeing his favorite songs everywhere. Song he used to dedicate to me. I think this person's just moving on with their life and keeping on going. So I feel like this person might not miss you. But that doesn't mean that they, like, might not think about you every now and again, but they don't miss you at the moment, no. I have a loss from business for the last 2 years. it's hard because I feel like when you have that, you don't figure out the different opportunities that are available to you. Also, ask. Ask, because that's the thing. What does Paris think I view him and feel for him? Definitely ask your competitors if you can actually ask them questions. What does Paris think I view and feel for him? A bit secretive and unsure of him, I wonder. I think that you honestly have like broadcast your things, and I feel like you more broadcast than anything else. But also, like, you don't express it, but you work very... Like, you be the one, Cass Love, you be the one that would give someone, like, a box of chocolates for Valentine's and, like, stare at that person for the whole entire day. So they know exactly whose is. So, honestly, I think you need to just be more honest because this person knows. Even though you're like secretive. CS says, does Mo still trust me despite the white lies? He's thinking that you're kind of a little bit of attention seeker, so I don't know. I feel like he might feel like the overall vibes are not good because you don't say what you mean. And that's like the start of like dishonesty. Dishonesty is like you not being genuine and then expecting like someone to reciprocate without you being genuine in nature. Jasmine says, will Russell be mean to me if he finds out that I think he's attractive? Not at all. Not at all. I think Jasmine, he'll be very flattered and very pleased that you find him attractive. Hello, Gina! Okay, so where are we up to? Kartika, what's new, love, serious relationship? A marriage look like, and when will we have meet? I feel like over dinner, because these two... honestly, I think you'll be placed next to him at a dinner. I think maybe it's, a fundraiser or something? I think that it's kind of a funny thing because he'll do something stupid and maybe like spill something on you, or they will. They will, but I think it's funny because you'll laugh about it, so yeah, I think it'll be good conversation. I think they've got a lot of interesting things to say, and you'll really enjoy like where they've been and how they've kind of done a lot of things in your life that you haven't done. He'll take me on a dinner date. What does he look like? Okay, tall. I feel like rock climber or very like lean muscle tone. Yeah, it's like outdoors, a little bit more like adventurous, and grin, really good grin, like mischievous. He will talk the crap out of you, like he'll tease you and you'll be like, oh my god, is there anyone else in Naralanda's life? I'm Jorioti. No, this person's choosing money over love, so I don't feel like this person really cares about love at the moment, so I don't feel so. Haha says thank you. Enchantress says I've got basic grades, but my other academic things are good. Oh my lord, sorry guys. Okay, so current feelings amongst us, Cowed Harry, and thank you for this reading to advance. You will be very busy and I won't be able to appreciate you. Won't see while reading. Okay, others, I should. Definitely, you guys, if you could stay on with your readings, I will appreciate, because, yeah, we need to get, I need the channel to get to, like, what is it, 4,000 watch hours? Like, how is that possible? But, yeah, that's how to monetize that. That means that I can get new equipment and new gear. And also, like, I don't have a full-time job at the moment, so this, like, little donations every now and again means that I can look after myself a little bit more, you know? Okay. So, the current feelings on Mikesh. Okay. There is a weakness there, but that's fine. This person might be a little bit more weaker. They tend to define, like, chasing money, not love. But this may be because they're, like, a little bit younger. And I really haven't, like, figured out that, like, running after money is a rigged game. And that's, like, the thing. Yeah, you know? So, at the moment, they're chasing the money. That doesn't mean that they don't care about other people. They're just, like, focused. Can I know how do my friends view and feel about me? Well, firstly, someone really loves you, Enchantress, because the King of Wands came up. So this person feels like you're great. Page of Swords, they might feel like you're hiding a lot of things, or you always say, I'm okay, when you're not. And so therefore you tend to put yourself in that issue where you tend to be not honest about a lot of things that are going on because you don't want people to worry, which obviously will make people worry, you know? I think also just keep on growing relationships because, like, most of the time I feel like you think, oh, people will reach out, like, they're fine, they don't really need to know, like, how I'm feeling or how I'm doing, because will they really matter? Will it really matter to them? So you tend to, like, leave people alone for quite a while, and I think they'll generally be happy to see you and happy to hear from you. But this person really cares about you a lot, so this must be your best friend. But they really care about you. If they weren't in a friend zone, they'd probably be wanting to be your partner. You know? Gret says, hello, will D be disappointed with the outcome? Maybe, because they've put in such a high outcome. So I think that honestly they just don't know, like, they can't judge, like, the outcome, so whatever comes they'll probably be disappointed, but I think they can also realize that they didn't know, so, you know? Does he have a kid already, the guy that I thought was my twin flame? Possibly, yeah. I would say that he's been in a relationship before and possibly has a kid, because that seems like a high probability. Yeah. Princess Akodiasa was... Why was Jay trying to figure out my name out? Because he was bored. Is it possible to donate for a more in-depth reading? Yeah, so if you go to Ko-Fi, you can either sign up for a $5 donation every single month. So then I do your reading every single month, or you can do a singular one through Ko-Fi, and that's easy. You can do it through PayPal, but you need to tell me. So, like, honestly, if you donate, just let me know through my email, and then I can do one off stream, because sometimes, because I'm not monetized, there's no super chat, so it's always kind of a little bit hard because it doesn't show up before everybody else, so, you know? So, Caslov says, why was he so rude to me when he first met me in person? Yes, nights to everyone. He's kind of a chaos person. Honestly, he doesn't know how to treat people. I think this person doesn't really take life seriously, and they are not going to do it until they actually have a plan for everything. So, it's just undirected energy, I feel. Jano says, does Elise still have feelings for me? I don't think so. The Empress here, so I feel like that's not... like, I feel like if she's been more detached, more, like, not so heavily invested, then yes, no. Please, Oma's current thoughts and intentions towards me. This person's going through a life choice 13, and I usually say that people actually have this bit where they either want to commit more or they want to go from bachelor to committed. So it's a thing. Should I write film scripts or a book? I don't want to waste my time that's not lucrative this year. Anything that you write, if you haven't got practice yet, is going to sound and look like shit. The easiest way is just to produce lots of content. And besides, you will not waste your time on any of that. Like, honestly, any kind of push to create is better than nothing. And I think that you'll be unhappy whatever you produce. It's just produce lots of content. You know? I feel like I need to push you towards Gary Vee for some reason. I feel like that's the person that you need to watch right now. What is Aries feeling towards me? Will he communicate with me? He's being a very elusive person. I don't think so, but I don't know why he's, like, avoiding you. Clarify, please. I think he's just needing time to himself, so he's just, like, not really, like, doing anything right now, okay? So, says, will my next partner be better than my current one? I think you're stuck in your current apartment. I feel like that's going to be a thing. You also need to probably, like, have a look at other things, because I think at the moment you're stuck, but it's because you haven't really put a lot of directed effort into actually finding something else or a different way of living, you know? So it might be just that you're not really thinking about, like, creating a new way of doing stuff. Will Kay talk to me? I think they will, but they need to, like, have time to, like, talk to you again. It was, like, So, I don't know what it is. Like, the room gets hot because I think the light's on and the room gets hotter and my nose just goes. So honestly, this person might need some more time. And then yes, they will. Star, does A have feelings or have feelings for me? I feel so. I feel like they definitely have feelings for you still. Yeah. Did M do magic or a tarot read on him? Because I feel he's got a dark vibe. That's why I couldn't move on. Honestly, do a cool cutting spell. This person's already moved on, but you haven't. And it might just be that you've got, like, attachment of energy. But that's, like, the case. I think cool cutting spell would be great. Just look it up. If you can't, like, light a candle, because your thing, just kind of realize that. Broken Hair Tarot, Aries or Leo? I think Leo is probably best. Leo might be a little bit more abrasive and they won't know how to treat you, but Aries' heart is already full. So honestly, Leo's all the way, you know? Gina, I hope you're well. I'm going good, other than I really need to talk fast. Will we prevail over Miss B and have things go in our favor? I think you will, but people will judge you harshly for that. But yeah, you will get over this, yeah. Tenant of Wild, will he reach out to me again? Yeah, I feel like this person will reach out to you again. I think he's tried to find you already. Can I be okay for language exam that's coming in February? You get incredibly frustrated when you don't get, like, the right answer. And you might need to get someone to practice with, because a woman to practice with that has a better grasp of vocabulary, because they tend to be a little bit more extroverted, so they're practicing all the time. So I would honestly seek someone else's aid. Excuse me. Because the easiest way is, like, to learn is to either speak in the language or teach someone else. Because, what is it? We can learn, we can recall up to 90% of knowledge if we're teaching it, compared to, like, the things. On Spotlight, I feel embarrassed about how things unfolded with someone that's also treated me badly. But I keep thinking about them. Do they care as much as they did on purpose? I think you're realizing that a lot of people tend to be, like, people don't feel as strongly about other people compared to, like, when we treated badly ourselves. There's something about, like, us kind of, like, not caring as much. But it's like you're healing, you're coming to the terms with that you never want this to happen again. Which is good. That's the life choice, and you should just realize that your system's just teaching you, like, that wasn't appropriate, but that's fine. Like, it doesn't matter. Does it really matter? You're giving, like, someone energy that has moved on. Why did JB break up with his ex from 2020? Because he wanted to move on and just, like, Like, honestly, his heart was full, so he needed room. Like, he still cares for her, but it was just not the right one. Does Chris think I'm overthinking? Maybe a little, yeah, but it's only because this person cares. So yeah, I feel like you tend to be really like oscillating between love and money. And yeah, you tend to kind of really exacerbate problems, but yeah. Cancerian Queen says, will Leo reach out to me? Yes. Yes, that's definitely a yes. Lynn says, is the Scorpio, like, checking his emails or is avoiding? I think avoiding. Yeah. Yeah. Checking emails, maybe not really wanting to, like, talk. But that's fine. What is Tom's current thoughts about you? Oh, gorgeous. This person really wants to try hard for you and win your affections. He also sees you as, like, this beautiful, intelligent lady, sophisticated lady. You're also, like, can be a little bit blunt, but it's because you spend a lot of time thinking about what you want to say, and then you just are very direct, so... So what is us feeling for me? How do I come across to him? Aww. Yeah, life is good when you're there. Like, everything seems to fit so perfectly. And he's just like, yeah, this is the right one. Also, the care and love that goes into it. So he definitely knows that he's got a good deal there. Grethel says he's desiring me. I'm a Scorpio. My partner's Scorpio. Not anybody that you want. Also, like, you tend to be kind of like a tease. Like, I'm seeing, like, you know, Britney Spears, like, oops, I did it again. I play with your heart. Yeah, like, you're very much like that. You know that you're kind of desirable, and you just, like, make sure that people know it more, you know? I did, Grace. Can you go back in, like, time? Sorry, Grace, I have. Does Chris have feelings for me, Shinthia? Yes. Yes, for sure. Hands down, yes. For sure. Yin and yang, and also he finds you very cute and adorable, yeah. Love is red. What does Asum like or don't like about me? Song for today? Ooh. I was thinking Let It Go. I don't know why, Sarah, but I feel like it's Let It Go. What does Asum like or don't like about me? I feel like he likes that you sometimes just don't really care. Like, you're just like, nothing here I like. Nothing here I like. So you just like, yeah. Like, sit there and go, no. What he doesn't like that you can be too oversharing with emotions. Like, you just like tend to be sharing too much emotional bleed there. Did the person I'm thinking have dark magic put on her to be unsuccessful in her endeavors? No, it's just her personality, I feel. Like, she tends to not really put effort in. like she tends to be a very present person and tends to not put as much effort into her life, which you need to be very detailed. If you need to like create something, you need to be detailed, and then overreaching. So it might be that she went for promotions and stuff like that she's not actually got the experience for. So I think this is all down to this person. Very lack of detail, not really like focusing on much, just like going with the flow, you know. Okay, on Spotlight, how do people view you? Okay. That you kind of feel like you're old before your time. You're very dramatic, and you might be like, oh yeah, like like I have it worse than you, kind of like play. How would I suggest that you go around this? Realize that you're not that like unique, that other people are going through something, and maybe talk less and listen more. Maybe that's how I would feel like that's the case. 13 says, does Omar deserve a second chance? I feel that the cards are saying yes. Yes, they do. What does Osam tell his friends and family? Jesus Christ. No, we've got different cards. Why are you, like, wanting the same card? Sometimes they do. Okay. Definitely, like, telling them, like, some negative traits that you have. Like, maybe you do some, like, very negative behavior, and that's what happens to be passed on to friends. I'm sorry about that, but maybe it's just the way that you tend to, like, leave your socks on the floor or something like that, where you tend to be a little bit more untidy and chaotic compared to, like, him. He's perfect. No, I'm kidding. You know, so we tend to judge people harshly. If people are messy, we tend to think that their brain is messy, or they just don't care. That's usually the case, is like, if we see someone that's messy, they don't care about their appearance or whatever. So what does Inito here, Pisces current feel? Does he love or miss me? And reconcile? I think that you're definitely one of the options he would pick again. But I don't feel like this person's going to reconcile with you anytime soon, you know? Tulip says, will my crush message me back soon? Yes, I feel that they are really thinking about you. You probably have been on their mind the whole entire day. Sorry, give me a second. I need to, like, blow my nose. It's just annoying me. Sorry, guys. Oh my lord. Sorry about that. That is done. I actually have a clean nose. Woot woot. Dropping everything like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Okay, yeah. So, what's next for me? What's cards? Okay, like, you'll be loved and looked after, and you should realize that you're going through a lot of crap right now, but don't worry, like, your lean or hungry days are behind you because someone's coming in to look after you. Like, to care for you and look after you in general. Does S love me? What is his current feelings? I don't think he even knows. Like, that's the case. Like, this person's very present person. And I feel like they're just like, they have no clue. They really don't wanna, like, put a label on it. WK? What are these, attentions and feelings? Oh, this person's stuck. Okay, what else? It might be a putty and it's like a stuck on you. That's actually very cute. But usually the cats tend to be funny because I tend to like puns, so they tend to be putty too. How does a Sagittarius perceive me currently of Aquarius? Oh my god. Don't give me a whole entire essay, you know? Ooh! This person sees, like, a future, like, a family with you. So, happy, don't panic, but they are thinking about having kids, and they think that you might be the right one. Come, Gupta. Hey, can I have a love reading? I'm glad that I do repeat that out loud. Okay. You might need to realize that you have to look around for, like, being more aware of people around you than being in your own little world. There's also a call that not to see the bigger picture, but see tiny little details. So it could be just that you're not actually showing, like, a really good, like, impression to other people. You expect, like, people to treat you in a certain way, but if you don't, like, show people how to treat you, they'll judge you differently, you know? So that's how I would explain it, is that you need to be the change that you wish to see in the world. So if you want a person that's dresses nice, you need to dress nice, you know? What's the crush's tensions and feelings towards me? Ooh, okay, so there's like a tower moment. That doesn't mean that it won't be like a reverse tower. It just means that you have like a breakdown in communication. And this might be like a thing that happens because like you've built it up too fast. But see, say they're weak, so they're not really like taking initiative, taking charge. So you can actually take on like the role of being the leader in this. Casting says, what does A want to say to me? That they are really trying, but sometimes they find it too hard. Like, they really want to try to make this work and trying to, like, get you towards something. But, yeah. They just, like, maybe need, like, a little bit of a swell every now and again. So, time to back... The right time to go back to Omar, or when he back, should I wait till next year? Don't want to break up. I think definitely take the year out, because it might be good for him to just like learn how to be alone and like really like work on himself. Will SJ reach out to me soon? No. I think this person's kind of slightly chaotic energy, so they really tend to be like running off with the fairies in fairyland. They really don't think about that. I am good. Okay, so easy on me. What about these Mary Oracle cards? Can I read them myself? Okay. So honestly, easy on me, you got this one. So it could be just like cards are hard to read for yourself because you have to accept everything they tell you. Even the bad stuff. Like, you realize, like, sometimes to read the cards, I could say things that are kind of mean or cruel. And I have to read them the same for myself, you know? Obviously, I'm honest, and I try not to really, like sometimes you sit there and go, no, that's definitely heartbreak. And you have to be nice about it, because you don't want to sit there and go, like, people will feel that. That's, like, I'm not just talking to a random bunch of, like, dots and dashes. You're all people. You need to feel like you know. So I feel like, yeah, you need to like be able to read them. But yeah, you will be able to read them, but you need to buy them first, and you need to like read guides. So be more like understanding that everything can be very intuitive, but you also have to realize that you take on a lot of messages from this, and practice makes it perfect. Will T and I hook up in again for the future for some fun? Yellow, yes, for sure. The cards are like, yes, duh. Will my next person be like, oh, they really care about you? Oh, okay, they're very similar to you on a lot of wavelengths. This person might be like from the same background or the same religion as you. If you don't believe in a religion, they've got some very interesting things. So you might know this person before, or they have had the same upbringing. So I feel like this is very harmonious, and they'll be very compatible with you. How does my Capricorn really see me? Knight of Swords. Ugh. Okay. Devil and Death. Oh my lord. This person is very addicted to you. Like, there's something about you, Morgan. You're sexy. Yes. Sorry. You have to know that. You're sexy. Yeah. Honestly, this person has kind of a little bit of a high libido too. Unfortunately. That's what I'm feeling. Also, they kind of get like upset that you don't always like speak to them. Death as well. Like, this will naturally progress on, so they'll just be a little bit different. But yeah, at the moment, yes. Sorry. Yeah, I think they're just upset that they don't see you more. I think the transition one that they don't need to like see it all the time, but yeah. Princess, you're very welcome. KS says Aries next actions and intentions towards me. This person's actually working very hard. I think they're a little bit scared or withdrawn from people, and they're going their own way, so they're being a little bit more rebellious. maybe they'll just decide that they need to, like, go on this journey and that you have to come with them. So whatever they decide to do in life, they want you to come on board because they're going somewhere. And they're doing something and they want to do, like, it differently from a lot of other people. So they want you to either jump on the train or they might let you just, like, go. Vernon says, will Vernon finally leave me alone this time? I think, Maine, you're just too, like, honestly attractive that this person might not leave you alone. Just keep on freezing them out. Just honestly, you're Queen of Swords. Like, just stare at them and, like, they'll leave you alone. Hello! Will I always be alone? I don't think that you realize that you have such a very extroverted status. You just don't know how to have fun. Like, all I'm hearing is, when the working day is done, oh, girls gonna wanna have fun. Just Cyndi Lauper the whole house. Bring everybody in. Like, honestly, you're a great hostess. Like, you just need to realize that you need to have fun. When the working day is done, oh, girls gonna have fun. As a whole woman, and he won't leave me alone. Just stare at him until he turns into ice. Like, I might look like, and I tend to be very, like, happy and, like, but you know what? I turn on that stare and oh my god, you want to leave me alone. You just need to practice the stare, then he'll just leave you alone. Daniel in March. Yeah, I feel so. See, I feel so. How does Jay see or feel about me, says Princess. You're slightly messy or slightly chaotic, and he doesn't know how to take that. So you might just, like, naturally just be a little bit more, like, chaotic. Like, you go past something and you bump it and it's swaying in the wind and he's just catching it. Like, maybe a little bit more clumsy, and he's just like, how does this person live? But honestly, you've done pretty well, but he's just like, how? But his cat's feelings towards me since yesterday. Monica, like, this person might feel like they still have the same attention seeking that they were doing before, but they want to, like, make sure that you know that it's okay. They're kind of trying to grow the relationship again, but realize that if it is an argument about them doing something particularly that you didn't like, that was tension seeking, they're not going to change because it's too hard, it's too ingrained, and they need to actually do some therapy about it to get it out of that. Okay, so you're very welcome, Yellow. Divine, how do I come off to the syrup guy? Honestly, you're very open and, like, very outgoing sometimes, but you seem to be cut off from friends or connections, which are your strongest points. So you might be feeling a little bit depressive right now. Page of Cups. You might be feeling, like, very, like, you haven't really, like, got out of your, like, head in a while and kind of taken a look around. So this person might feel like you're always trapped in your own reality so much, divine, that you haven't got into a place that you're present with them, and they're a little bit like worried that you're just like in your own space and that they can't get to you right now. What do I need to focus on right now? Flex! Actually, can you see that? Oh, without like flex. Ah! Actually, you probably can't see it. It's really not that impressive. What do I need to focus on? Realize that your heart is healing, so just be kind and nice to yourself. Also, rein in your spending habits. So it's like you're spending a lot of money, but you need to either direct it to something that's useful for you or shut that down and say, no more junk eBay. Honestly, I just buy new tarot cards. Sorry, not sorry, you know? Closely then, what does Inmo think I feel about him? And what does he feel about me? Oh, Jesus. Well, there's a cat that ended up on the floor, so let me check. Okay. Well, for both of you, this is new love. So it's like both of you like are close. So this is a new love connection for both of you. So it's just love. How does my colleague Cindy think about me and my work? Thank you. You are very creative and very highly adventurous, and you are very enthusiastic, and you have very much like good ideas all the time, BT. So you're doing very well. I think this person's very impressed and very happy about your work. So honestly, they really care that you're doing a good job. Is Aiton my future spouse? No, I don't think this guy appreciates the offer of marriage, and you might also have to realize that there's a couple of red flags when it comes to this relationship. So Priya, I don't feel so. Is Omar going to give up on me if I stay next year to contact him again? Or you find another love? I think that he's very hard. Like, he finds love very hard. So I don't think that he'll move on in a year. Is SA keeping me as an option and nothing serious? Oh, that's a bad feeling. You should go your own way. So yeah, I feel like your option. And you should realize what you're worth. Because you're a very independent person, but you're probably dimming your independence for this person. And you should break away. Shall I meet someone new? I feel so. You just need to realize that you might be a little bit too much for other people. So I feel like soon, but you might need to realize that you can't just talk about conspiracy theories or like overly flirt with them. Your personality is very, very strong, and you might need to just like talk about the weather or something. So Syrup's true feelings for me. Well, this person's stuck on you pretty much. I think that they haven't got really strong like emotional romantic connections to you. But that doesn't mean that they don't think that they love you. It just means that they might not think of love like as being the first thing. Hello, US 20. How does C feel about me? A little bit like unfulfilled, and also Tower. So this might be the end of this relationship overall. because tower moments means that it got built too fast and it's just like falling down pretty much. So E.T. says feelings about contacting me. He'll definitely be pleased when he contacts you, J.E.T. So just in general, very happy. Probably doesn't even know that you like him. Does he care for me? Is he going to reach out? I think you have to realize that you can't be emotionally reliant on this person. And you should let go of any fear-based attachment that you had on the past with him, because you will be judged very harshly for any kind of like attachment. You should probably spend more time just pretending to be detached to this person, because they tend to be a little bit more detached to themselves. Ever since I met Asa, life been downhill. What does he think of me as a person? I think that he tries, he just doesn't know how to make you happy, Brightness. So honestly, this person is like very prides themselves on making other people happy, and he just can't with you, so it's just hard for him. What does my birth mother D feel about me? That she doesn't know how to deal with people, or like kids. Like, I think that's why that was the case. Like, she doesn't know how to deal with kids at all. So, it's hard for her to, like, even feel, like, motherly in some ways. Like, if you... Like, she could probably do a connection, but it's just, like, she can't do the thing. What does Mo compare me to other girls? Like, this person's seen quite a lot of girls. This person actually thinks that you're a good person to marry and have kids with. And that you heal their heart. So honestly, they're trying very hard for you. But yeah, like, they've seen a lot of other girls, so for them it's like the thing. Looks like I feel like they have like gray hair, like not gray hair, but like darker black to almost like gray with it's like green eyes. I feel like that's the case. So there you go. Okay, so butterfly. What goals does my boyfriend want to accomplish before the triplets born, and will he? Blue butterfly. It seems like this person's just can't wait. I feel like he's more doting. He might do like nursery things like painting walls and stuff like that. Has he moved on? Does he regret how he treated me? Kinda. Like, he should have treated you better. This person definitely knows that, but whether or not that they would have done that a thing, will he text? If not, I'll move on. He will text. Oh, well, I didn't like that he passed, like, you know, like he knows a lot of girls. Does that make sense? King of Swords, no. Like, he wouldn't think that you do the same. Or he'd be very upset. When will I make money from my investment? Very soon. Just be patient. It's growing. Like, they say, like, Empress is like a pregnant lady, So 9 months from now. It's a long time. When will you text me? I would say before the end of the month, probably just on the end, okay? No worries. A Red Rose donated, what can I expect from Harvey towards me tomorrow at the gym? I think that he'll be very happy to see you. I think that he's definitely going to think about either like pursuing a relationship or like whether he wants to still stay single. And Miffy says, what does Al feel about me truly? This person's got a life choice. I think that they're just choosing whether they're going to commit or not. So this person's actually going to choose commitment. So this person really actually cares about what you think and how you feel. Okay, I think I'm losing my voice, so I think we'll finish up for tonight. I love you guys. Have a good night. Okay, so we're going to like put on list is closed. I will take another like 3 questions and then I will finish up tonight. So thank you guys for coming. Yeah. Thank you for the donation, Red Rose. You guys are awesome. Much love and light to you guys. There should be a timeless reading drop during the week. So I will definitely drop another timeless reading. If you haven't seen the other ones, feel free to watch them. It helps me a lot if you do watch some of the videos just so YouTube wants to give me ad money. Because you're watching like ads, but they don't like I don't get paid. So thank you guys. I will see you on Tuesday and Wednesday. Free question. How does Asia the practitioner think or feel about me? That you're highly creative and you're definitely someone that they would choose. For sure. Right, Rose? And yeah, they definitely would choose you as an option. You're very highly creative. Good job. I will see you back on Tuesday and Wednesday. Love and light. Loves a truly, yeah, very highly addicted to you. So I feel like that person actually cares. Yeah, I think Aisha really finds you creative. And probably has told you already that you would actually make a very good practitioner. So I will see you all on Tuesday and Wednesday. See you guys soon.